nice font.
It's very pretty. That's an Ewok font, I think, or whatever.
An Ewok village.
Image and footage. No
Game
gameplay.
engine footage.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. First off, I got nothing. Just looks really good.
The guns are different.
I mean, there's like different ones.
How
Maybe
fast do you
like,
think that's actually gonna feel?
I'm not sure because it looks kind of slower compared to how they make it look in the movies, but like it still looks pretty fast. Like if that guy could shoot him off.
Yeah.
I think that was exaggerated a bit. Hey, it's one of those.
Oh, it's an alien.
Lenda's
I remember those long things.
Oh, and there's
And
another
that was
different
another
alien.
dude, which just looked weird.
Then there's these. What's
Shield?
this?
It's a shield or something?
It's like from Naboo. or
force
whatever,
field,
that
I
weird
guess.
suit and everything.
Oh yeah.
And nice
Jetpacks.
jetpacks. Or maybe like a jump pack.
I hope it doesn't turn into freaking Call of Duty.
And that doesn't look good.
That's a
Yeah.
freaking add-on.
Tearing down the trees.
I love that.
Do you think they cut down the trees to make a path, or?
Maybe. I'm just noticing that the sound effects definitely like sound the same, which isn't that big of a surprise. But it's nice
Why?
to hear in, like
Why
HD
wings?
quality Y wings.
I hope we can fly the Y wings.
They've said that you'd be able to do like dogfights, but not in space yet.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's something we'll show later.
But I want to fly a Y wing specifically instead of just an extra.
He's got an Imperial.
I want to fly.
rifle.
I want to fly a B wing. That weird cross-shaped ship.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So heroes are back now, or he's just there.
Yeah.
Hot
hope
Bucks.
Well, you might be able
We'll
to
talk about
fly.
that one later. Boba Fett!
Boba.
Looking actually badass for once.
He got out of the Sarlacc.
And, okay.
I don't know what planet this is supposed to be.
This, I think, is... Well, first off, Millennium Falcon. Nice. Okay, so first off, that planet there, I'm pretty sure they released episode 7 trailer yesterday. That's that planet where all the stormtroopers were or whatever, with the new red logo. They showed it for a brief second, so that's that.
The new Empire.
Yeah, important note about the Tatooine-looking place. I'm pretty sure that's not Tatooine. Because what they've shown is, I mean, what
It
they
might be
said,
Tatooine just because it's a classic.
I guess,
location.
but if they're going to like include more of the stuff from episode 7, they confirmed that that planet isn't Tatooine, so that might be something to look out for.
Yeah.
So we definitely see a lot more foliage and stuff like that. Which is
It
really
definitely, it definitely looks like there's classes. So because we saw the guy with the jetpack, we saw the guy with the shield.
Scout again on the
Scout.
I wonder if there's the stormtrooper and then the scout stormtrooper armor, if that's going to be class based as well, just like there's that alien guy, like they did in the old games.
Like I see
They've
that
shown
guy.
like definitely different like looks and weapons and stuff, but not that much difference between the classes.
What's that? Oh, I haven't seen what that guy is.
I think he's an expanded universe thing.
Yeah, there's like
all I
I
know
saw
is,
3
like-
different alien kinds, like,
Yeah.
just for the rebels, but they're probably not going to have it for the Imperials.
Yeah,
so.
that's definitely a heavy.
Imperials don't have aliens, I don't think. I think they're like really racist against non-humans.
Well, they have regular people and then they have clones. So
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
plus
for a
they have
while.
helmets on. So
How many
And I wonder
people
what-
do y'all think we're going to be able to use? Like different type of classes? I don't know.
Well, usually, I mean, 2 had 4. I mean, 1 had 4, and then 2 had 5 with like 2 different like ones based on the like side. So I think we'll probably get about like the same thing.
well, I would think they would do more of like a battle feel to it because
Like you can like make your own kind of soldier.
Yes.
Which they have dabbled before in like a PSP title,
Yes.
so I won't be that surprised by it. Plus, it is dice, so of course it's gonna be like Battlefield. I like the shadows a lot in the background.
That
And the water
waterfall,
looks really
though.
good. Yeah. It definitely is like doing really good stuff with the environment.
He's so shiny. Darth Vader.
Definitely
He's so
good.
shiny.
So how much of this do we think is actually like it's in game? How much of this do we think is actually gameplay? Like that right there with
That-
Boba
You-
Fett.
you
That's
should be
what
able to
I'm
do that.
wondering.
just that this part with this right here, that kind of
That
looks
looks
like
pretty
gameplay.
gameplay.
That looks like gameplay. The other stuff
I
with
do love
soldiers
that.
though doesn't look like.
Like
Gameplay.
they
I
say,
wouldn't
But-
say maybe doesn't, but maybe it's just not like.
It looks like cutscenes.
like
really.
is that map with the TIE fighter? Is that just going to be a
purely dogfight thing?
dogfighting only map? Or
It's
what?
possible. I'm just wondering about that.
Will you be able to go into enemy bases like in Battlefront 2?
That would be really nice.
for those
Yeah.
space battles.
I'd be surprised if we couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, if it's only a dogfight thing, I don't think you can take bases over. But I would be surprised if you couldn't like be in them. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm wondering if they're gonna have like the gameplay modes they're gonna have because the originals only really had like the
regular conquest.
Yeah, the regular
kind of
conquest.
type things.
Galactic Conquest is
Yes,
amazing.
Galactic
I mean, I'm guessing
Conquest I
there'll be,
hope
like-
is back, but
I'm guessing there'd be that. It looks like this could like, I don't know, maybe do some kind of team deathmatch thing, but I'm thinking not. I don't know, like, since it's been so long, because last one came out in 2005, so it's been 10 years since the last one. If they just brought back a true next-gen version of like 1 or 2 with all these different changes, I'd be fine with a lack of new, like, modes or whatever and stuff like that. I mean, I would love it, of course, but
Yeah.
I think just to get that feel back first would be great. Because obviously they're going to do a sequel to this.
The only thing that really concerns me is I've seen this. There's very limited amount of people. It looks like there's only a couple of people on the screen, and that means they're probably not going to have bots. And that was a really good thing about the original games. They had massive amount of people on the field at the same time.
Oh wait, yeah, I guess.
They don't do that.
It was only 4 players at once. I think.
Like if they had one flaw with it, like
I
I think this is a good trailer. First off, but I think if there's one flaw is that this trailer feels like the kind of trailer where it'll be like this one skirmish, and then at the end it like zooms out and there's like tons of things going on. It's like, oh man, this is part of a greater, bigger battle.
But
and it has a cool big battlefield, but like battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But like
just move on.
we saw that Hardline had very small maps, and that concerns me because they need like for all these gigantic vehicles like an AT-AT, you can't have it in that tiny map. It's not going to work.
Well, just look again. It's clearly worked on this more than the other one.
Well, they're designed.
Sandcrawler.
I think a lot of that has to do with how they're designing the game.
Yeah.
Because the Star Wars games always have these big armored tanks. and
Yes.
stuff.
Like spaceships, like
Or Battlefront does.
gigantic.
Yeah. So they have to design the maps around those.
Yeah.
I don't think they
hope-
had to do that in Battlefield.
I literally hope there is a map where it's just literally like battling inside a Star Destroyer because those things are huge. You could just make the whole map on that.
Cool. They could do that with that new plan or whatever, where it's like the graveyard thing with a bunch of destroyed Star Destroyers. You can fly in and out of them like in the trailer.
Yeah.
I think this also does a really good job of like hinting at things. Like if you go to the Tatooine part, there was like clearly a Jawa sandcrawler, and then that part at the end with the flying ships or whatever. You know, maybe we won't use that sandcrawler. Maybe it was just like a fun thing in the environment. But there was clearly like an Imperial cruiser thing, like where the Emperor comes in the last film, which was a vehicle one too. So maybe that would make an appearance again, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's towards the end.
Triangle thing.
Yeah, I'll point out towards the end or whatever. But like, I don't know. We're seeing much things here. We're not seeing much of like Battlefront 2's, AI control.
No.
We mentioned like regular soldiers, but like. I don't know what you'd call them, but like the
bots.
locals.
Yeah,
well, no,
bots.
the locals, like the Ewoks and stuff like that. We're not seeing anything of like that.
Yeah, you don't see any Ewoks in this trailer.
I mean,
at
I
all.
imagine
you see the one in the beginning, like run across the bridge, but that's
was that an Ewok though? I think that was just a regular soldier.
No, that was an Ewok.
Okay,
It
we're
was
going
an
right back to the
Ewok.
beginning. That's
See, like the little guy walking across, and you that guy right
and there's
there.
another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another. So they're not in the battle though, and that was cool. You get to like be the native species.
Being
and, like,
there
all
was
those
kind of
things.
silly, but it was cool to have them there with you. I mean, I imagine they'll be in it, but like, I wonder if that means they're just working a lot more on it, or like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see with that. But again, I think as far as like a teaser goes, this is our first like real teaser since the last one was just like an announcement thing. It was
like here we're using props from the actual movies.
Yeah.
That was
an
it.
over-exaggerated logo reveal, but this I think for like teaser trailer is really good, especially since this isn't like the last we'll see of it. It's on the heels of E3, so more is coming, and like actual gameplay like being seen will be like really really soon.
You think they're gonna drop that at E3? The gameplay?
I hope it's coming out this year, so they have to.
Like a big rumor going on is that like they've been talking about like supporting Xbox One a bunch of this game, so I imagine like at Microsoft Conference they brought this out. That'd be a great third-party game to have, like just show hey we're both doing our own thing and doing some great third-party stuff.